and the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, September 19th. We begin with the latest efforts to find the driver involved in a fatal hit-and-run crash on Indy's west side. Police say you should be on the lookout for a blue Toyota sedan. Officers on scene tell News 8 the woman was walking along Lyndhurst, just north of the Sam Jones Expressway, around 9:30 last night when she was struck by the vehicle. The woman later died at a hospital. Witnesses told investigators that blue sedan sped away from the scene and likely has front-end damage. Police also say they are working to find surveillance video from the scene. If you have any information, you are encouraged to contact IMPD or Crime Stoppers. On to a story from my Team 8. An IU student from Greenwood charged with raping 2 women has pleaded not guilty. Investigators say the attacks happened within 1 week of each other at 2 different Greek houses on Bloomington's campus. News 8's Kyla Russell reports.
It all started last Friday when a woman came forward to tell police what she said happened to her inside of the house behind me at Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Court records say a woman chatted with junior Noah Apgar via Snapchat and met up with him. The two decided to go to SAE together. She told police he sexually assaulted her, cornering her in a bathroom and choking her. Another student on campus who didn't want to be identified says these types of encounters happen often.
I think it's a huge issue. I think being like a woman on campus, it's sort of difficult for us to walk around and feel safe in a way.
Video given to police from inside the house shows her running out of the bathroom, looking disheveled. She was picked up by a friend and taken to IUPD, where it was reported and a message was sent out to the entire campus.
It's encouraging that we have students coming forward and reporting to us, because that's how we hold folks accountable, but it is a tough topic to talk about, and so I want to ensure students that we are a safe place to come to. We can get you the resources you need.
Police believe that message led another woman to come forward to tell police Apgar had raped her the Friday before. She said she reluctantly told Apgar he could come over to her house here at Zeta Tau Alpha. It was there that she says he sexually assaulted her, choking her and causing bleeding. Court docs say she repeatedly asked him to stop. When he finally did and she got him to leave, he said, "I better see you again."
And I think that brothers should be looking out for other brothers and making sure that this doesn't happen.
Police say this isn't uncommon for this time of year on IU's campus.
So we kind of call this the red zone right now, between the beginning of the school year to Thanksgiving break, where we do see an increase in those sexual assault reports on campus. Not just here at IU, but across the country, that's the trend.
The fraternity was barred from hosting events until 2 days after the last rape happened. They are also on disciplinary probation until December of next year. I asked them if they had a statement on the allegations. Here's what they said. The Sigma Alpha Epsilon Fraternity Service Center was made aware of an allegation involving a member of our chapter at Indiana University. Upon learning of the alleged incident, SAE expelled the member and began working with the university administration. Just a few years ago, Apgar was a star Greenwood basketball and football player. Reporting here in Bloomington, I'm Kyla Russell for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
In Indianapolis, the union representing police officers is looking to the state for help addressing a shortage. Chief Chris Bailey says the department has fewer than 1,400 officers. The president of the local Fraternal Order of Police says they could lose another 200 officers to retirement by the middle of next year.
We've been warning about our staffing issues that have been coming down the pike. Here we sit, lowest level of staffing in the history of IMPD.
Rick Snyder says he thinks state troopers could be called in to help IMPD, but right now the chief is opposed to that move. Snyder is also calling for significant pay raises for officers and to switch from 8-hour to 10-hour shifts. Speaking of IMPD, the department will see upgrades to hundreds of its cars. 700 vehicles will get 2 cameras, one in the back of the car and one with a front-facing view. IMPD says the cameras will always be on standby mode and video recording can be activated manually. Chief Chris Bailey says the cameras will act as another digital witness for police.
I'm sure that in the future, whether it's an officer-involved incident or some other incident involving our community, these cameras will provide invaluable evidence and perspective about what exactly happened.
The new cameras, along with body cams that are already in use, will cost taxpayers more than $500,000 this year. Let's talk sports. It's almost time for college basketball. The IU men's team is putting in the work to become a Big Ten contender this year. Angela Morian reports.
The Indiana Hoosiers enter the 2024 season looking very different. IU added 7 new faces with all kinds of talent.
We're a little bit deeper than we've been in the past years with our ball club. We still have an inside presence with Ballo and Malik, and LT we can post some as well. But we got guards now that are a lot quicker.
It's sped up now that we got more players, more energized, more competitive on the court because there's more players filling in and out. So the practices are way more competitive and way more stronger.
I mean, those guys can really do so many things to help us in many positive ways.
The biggest addition, literally, is 7-footer Umar Ballo from Arizona, a front court fit with Malik Renew.
I'm all my life basically I'm used to play with another big guy, and Malik is a great big guy, play outside, inside, and he can do a lot of stuff that people might not know. I'm excited for the season.
One of the main reasons Indiana targeted these transfers was their experience in the postseason. It's an expectation every single year for the Hoosiers to make the NCAA tournament. That didn't happen last year. Talking to a lot of the returning players, they say they have an extra chip on their shoulder. They didn't like watching March from their couch.
When you're at home watching the tournament, you think to yourself, like, there's no way we should not be here. And it really just at you until you finally get to come back out and play again. So it's been in the back of my mind this whole off season.
Anything that we want to go get, we can go get it, but it's not going to be easy though. So just expect a team that's going to play hard each day, night in, night out, and you're not going to get nothing easy over here.
No reason why this team shouldn't make its return to the NCAA tournament. Angela Morian, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
When it comes to the weather, Storm Track 8 says it will be another hot summer day, but some much-needed showers could be on the horizon. Meteorologist Marcus Bailey has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
This is kind of the hottest stretch, but we get through maybe the start of the weekend, there's some relief, both with temperatures and and maybe some rain too. So there's a lot to look forward to. We just got to get through the high heat here first. And it's going to be a hot one today. We're at 66 right now, partly cloudy. Dew point number into the mid-50s here for this morning. So the moisture is slightly elevated this morning compared to where we've been the last couple of days, but still pretty dry air. 59 in Lebanon, 60 in Noblesville and Anderson, 60 in Greenfield, 63 in Greenwood. So you don't see as many 50s around the metro area. I'm also eyeing a little bit of fog. This was an issue up north, specifically from Fort Wayne to Auburn to Angola. We had dense fog advisories this time yesterday morning. It's not quite as bad or as widespread. It looks like it's a little worse when you get into Michigan and northwest Ohio. But I am noticing also some fog from South Bend over to Lake Michigan along the Indiana Toll Road. So do be aware of that if your travels are taking you north on 31 or I-69 this morning. Satellite and radar is pretty clear with just some thin cloud cover overhead and plenty of sunshine throughout the day. 82 will be your high this afternoon, and 89 our forecasted high, which will match our high from yesterday. The record, I think, is safe, but it's a close call. 93 set back in 1940. I think tomorrow's record is in jeopardy. Tomorrow will be the hottest of this stretch, but I mentioned some relief. Cooler temperatures and several rain opportunities. Trying to talk it into existence. We'll break that down in my 7-day forecast coming your way. And just right, and more rain, and more rain, and more rain. There we go. We'll talk more about that in my forecast in just a few minutes.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com or download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, September 19th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.